Cyprus, an island country that sits in the Mediterranean Sea, became the first Eurozone member country to impose capital controls. Capital controls limit how much cash people can withdraw each day from their ATM machines and restrict money transfers and the movement of cash in and out of the country. This all stems from the fact that Cyprus needed to raise 5.8 billion euros to qualify for a 10 billion euro loan from the International Monetary Fund or the IMF, the European Commission, and the European Central Bank. To raise such a big amount, Cyprus agreed to a significant restructuring of its banking sector and other measures such as tax increase and privatizations. Initially, the bailout deal required all customers of Cypriot banks to pay a one-off tax on their deposits starting at 6.75% for the smallest depositors to raise the required 5.8 billion euros. The levy was extremely unpopular, leading to mass protests across the island country, and was later rejected by Parliament. Although there is no levy in the new deal, depositors of over 100,000 euros will see their savings effectively used to pay the 5.8 billion euro bill. Meanwhile, banks in Cyprus went on an almost 2-week holiday in March to prevent depositors from sweeping out money in their bank accounts. Capital controls were put in place to prevent people rushing their money out of the island, leading to the collapse of the banking sector. These include limiting daily withdrawals to 300 euros and banning cash checks. Travelers cannot take out more than 1,000 euros out of the country. Although there is unlimited use of credit cards inside Cyprus, users can spend no more than 5,000 euros per month outside Cyprus. Cyprus can only transfer up to 10,000 euros a term for students studying abroad, and only immediate family members can do the transfer. There is a transfer limit of 5,000 euros a month on credit and debit cards, while bigger transactions need approval from Cyprus authorities. Large companies must get a clearance to pay their workers and must pay for a license from the central bank to import goods and services. Only the Cypriot government and Central Bank of Cyprus are exempt from capital controls. These restrictions, however, are viewed to contradict the European Union's principle for the free flow of capital, people, and trade within the bloc. But the European Commission said member states could introduce capital controls in certain circumstances and under strict conditions on grounds of public policy or public security. In this region, capital controls were imposed in Malaysia during the 1997 Asian financial crisis, as international investors were pulling their money out of many East Asian countries, which caused their currencies to collapse. Initially, the measures were criticized by international policymakers, financiers, and economists. However, it proved a good decision as Malaysian banks avoided collapse and the economy rebounded quickly. For Cyprus, capital controls may be eventually removed if the economy stabilizes and the Cyprus banks and government are able to manage their finances. If the economic outlook remains gloomy, however, it would be hard to persuade wealthy foreign depositors to keep their money in the island country.